Hey, what's up guys? I'm Joe, and this is a Bradford gate.
Okay.
So we're back out here on site, out here in Roland. If you remember the video before, you can see back behind me where we've done this tan vinyl 3-rail. So that's where you already got to see an inside look of putting that in. So these are going to be ultimately 4 different lots behind a gate. So this gate is a custom gate that we're putting in for them with can automation, gate motors, and the access control. So right now we're in the middle of hanging those gates, and so we'll let you take a look at what goes into that.
In your professional opinion, does Joe know what he's talking about?
I think so sometimes. Yes, he does.
Hey, but Brandon is the college classroom educated gate operator.
The day and a half.
Yeah.
Educated.
Brandon just got certified as a
certified
as a gate technician, so he's officially certified, all learned up.
Brad's got the official photo of it.
Yeah.
With my badge and my CGAT ribbon on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right now, we're just getting prepped for welding these gates up. So we've found our elevation. So these are going to swing in. So we have to check elevation of the road here, and then find our spots on the post here. So we're going to weld our hinges. Brandon has ground these down to prep for welding, and we're ready to weld the top hinge and get this first gate in place. Then from there, we'll set it to double. Once we get this in place and hung level and where we want it, they'll hang even and match up here in the middle. We're getting our top hinge welded on there, and then we'll be able to position that gate and hold it in place as well as that bottom hinge. So we're just getting all that prepped and getting ready to get this stuff in place to be able to see the gate in action. So yeah, the first gate's out, that goes pretty quick. Now we measured level from that top hinge over to the top hinge to this next one. There's still a little bit of trial and error, so we'll put this second one up, see how they align, and then make any adjustments over here to get them all matched up as we need to. Yeah, Brandon just put on our top hinge over here on this second side, and that's what we lined up level with over there. So we're ready to put this one up and see, then that'll be our moment of truth to see if they match up in the middle, and whether we gotta adjust this up and down any. Oh yeah, we got 5/8 that we gotta go down on this side, so that's a pretty easy adjustment. We'll just move that top hinge down. That was part of why I don't think y'all got any of that conversation, but me and Brandon were talking through that we tacked that top hinge on just enough to hold the gate, not too much, anticipating that we may have to cut it off there. So yeah, now we're going to cut that off, we'll shift down that 5/8, and that should all be nice and correct. The reason being that if you welded that whole thing up, then there's going to be a lot we got to cut off and grind down if we've got to move it. Okay, so yeah, we like I said, we hung that one first. So we got this. We got a close estimation of where this would be. We had to do a 5/8 adjustment. Got it adjusted 5/8, and then it's matching up perfect. Then what we're looking at is how level the gates are hanging. That we got a nice even reveal in between the two gates. So yeah, they're matching up nicely and looking good. So now we got everything in place. Then we'll fully weld everything up, get it nice and secure, and then move on to getting our motor set and then getting all that set up. These are commercial grade operators, so and they're swing. They both will swing in this way, and so those motors will sit on these concrete pads that we've got floored, and then there'll be there's an arm that will sit on top of the operator and go over to the gate. So once we get all that set, that'll be the next part of actually welding. We'll weld the bracket where the arm attaches to the gate and actually it opens and closes the gate from this motor. So I'll show you the operators. They're still boxed up, but if you remember our video on the slide gate that we did, we talked about the Max operators. These are another Max operator. This is the Max Megatron 1500, like a 1400, which 1400 is a swing operator. So this is a nice heavy duty motor that'll sit on those concrete pads and then have, like we talked, have the arm that opens and closes the gate. So as we talked before, Max is top of the line, very well engineered, very heavy duty, great motors, great operators. So we love them. We use them almost exclusively. So, but with that, so with a project like this is a double swing gate. But when you're thinking about a project like this, that's kind of the kind of main things or aspects are what kind of gate you're gonna be using. So with this is a swing. Swing is by far the most popular, and it's a little bit easier to set up, a little bit easier to maintain. As we've done in some past videos, you've also got slide options. So if you remember the video where we did the slide gate with the track and the operator, that's a slide gate with the track. Then there's also a cantilever, which is a slide gate, and you can reference our other cantilever video. So the first thing is you got to decide what type of gate you want, whether that's going to be swing or slide. And sometimes constraints on the site dictate that, of whether you've got room to swing it or room to slide it. So that's going to kind of talk through and think through as you're planning this. Then also is access. So this site has, as you can see, there's one house built right now, but there's going to be, let's say, 3 or 4 more houses built back here on these lots. So you got to think of who's going to need in, how many people are going to need in, and how they're going to get in. So is that going to be remotes? Is that going to be an app on their phone? Is that going to be some kind of call box where somebody can call from the keypad out here and reach one of the homeowners or tenants to let them in? So with this is what we consider a multi-site or multi-tenant setup. So we don't have it in place yet, but this is going to be a cellular-based keypad that has multiple tenants, meaning it could call out to multiple houses or units. So nice thing about the cellular is you don't have to run any telephone lines or anything like that. It runs off of a SIM card just like your phone does. So imagine just having like another phone line for your keypad out here. So with that, someone that is a resident here, they could use a code, like a 4-digit code, to punch in their number and get in. There's also a corresponding app that works with that particular keypad, that if you are a homeowner or resident, you could use your app. And then for any guests or deliveries, Amazon drivers, FedEx, whatever, they could call you from the keypad out here, and it would call you, and it could call you on your cell. You could be anywhere, and you could operate it from your phone. You could press a button to give them access to open the gate, or to say, no, not letting you in. So that's kind of the other kind of thing to consider, is what type of gate, and then what kind of access you're going to need as far as keypads and that sort of thing. The other options are, like we mentioned, app, and there's remotes, like if you think of the garage door remote that you have, and then there's even like fobs or key cards you can set up with these if you want, like badges or fobs or key cards that people coming in and out just swipe to get in. So that's your access. And then the type of motor. So we went with a commercial grade motor here because of the amount of traffic and the number of people that will be coming through here. So there's very good options. There's very good residential options, but it all depend on how big your gates are and how many people are going to be coming in and out on a daily basis to determine what type or size of opener that you want to put on there. We thankfully got it in just in time. Looks like some weather's moving in and rolling in, but yeah, even with our process that we go through, as you saw, we especially with a double gate, getting things up, and things can be just a little bit off, but thankfully we're able to quickly pivot, make those adjustments, and get them lined up in the way they need to be, and get them all secure and ready to go. So it's going to make a great entry. It's going to be a statement piece for this neighborhood. It's going to provide safety and security for these homes back here, and just look nice up front. Hey, so make sure to like this video. That helps us out a ton, and subscribe to the channel for more gates just like this.